Hello viewers, my name is Kuldeep Singh. Welcome to my YouTube channel Technical Skills. Guys, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe this channel and please do hit the bell icon for latest updates. Hello viewers, if any one of you is interested in taking online or offline training, you can contact me on the number given on screen. You can call me or you can send me a WhatsApp message. Also, you can check my number in description of video. Thank you very much. Hello viewers, welcome again to this new PLC tutorial session. In this session, we'll do some more PLC instructions, advanced instructions. In last class, I have covered some instructions like latch, unlatch, reset, reset, OSR. In this session, we'll start with some compute math instructions. You can see here is a compute math option in instructions. So we'll start with the compute math instructions. Okay, so we'll start with the add instruction. Okay, so this is the add. So first I'll take input, addressing, so here is a source A, source B and destination. In this instruction is used to add two products, like suppose two numbers, suppose it could be constant also. So if I put 10 over here in source A and 20 in source B, I will get a result in destination when I switch on this input. But this destination need some address where this result should be stored. So address should be in integer form or it should be a point value, decimal value. Okay, so what we do, we have to give some address over here where we can store the value. So that address is known as integer memory address. You can see here N7. Here is N7. It is known as integer memory address. So what we do, we just integer memory. So integer memory is denoted by N7 in PLC. So basically the full address, the formula is file type, file name, colon, word number. So file name is N, for the file type is N, file name is 7, then word number starts from 0, as you know. So it goes to, like, when you go for the next address is like N7, it starts N70, then N71, N72, N73, and it goes on. Okay, so it goes on likewise. Okay, N7, 20, 30, 40, it could be anything. So this is the memory address. So N70, you can see this value is a word number. So the maximum value you can put in a word is 32767, because in a word word is equal to 16 bits. So in 16 bits, maximum value that you can put is 32767. So here, so this is the integer memory address. You can put over here you can put over here the integer memory address n7 colon 0. Similarly, you can put another address n7 colon 1, and also you can put address, give address to n7 2 in destination. So now we have a 3 address 0, 1 and 2. So you can give the values over here. You can put value over here, and you will get a destination result over here. Okay, let's see, let's check. Okay, let's go download it. So when I put a value over here, suppose I put 50 over here, then 50 over here, when I switch on this input, it will add on n7 1 and 2 and will get 100 result in destination. So n70 is just a variable where you can put a value like 50. I have put the value 50 in 770, and then 50 in 71 will get a result in n72. So what is the use of this instruction is that in industry, if you want to add on some values from one tank, volume from one tank and second tank, that is you want to add on and put it into the third tank, you can use there. Otherwise you can add on some two counters values, or if you have some formula you want to apply the addition in that also you can use this instruction over there. Okay, so this is how addition instruction works. Similarly, we will see subtraction. It is all the same, just you have to it will subtract from n70 n71 and you result in n72. So I can change over here also. I can take another instruction, or I can change it here. I can put sub. So this is subtraction. Okay, now you can check. So if I put value over here, suppose I have put 200 over here and 50 over here. When I press this input, I will get result 115 destination. See, so this is how subtraction works. Similarly, you can check for multiplication. For multiplication, simply you can take instruction MUL, or you can just change the name of SUB to MUL. Okay, rest things will remain same. So you can see if I put some value in 70, suppose 20, and put some values in 71 30, we get a product multiplication of that in n72. Okay, this is how multiplication works. And similarly, the last instruction I will see, that is division. Go offline. You can just change it from MUL to DIV. So for divide, suppose you want to divide some value from 60, want to divide with the suppose 20. So when you press this input, you will get the result 3. Okay, but if division, after division, your result is not integer value, it is some decimal value, what will happen is, like if I will divide it with the, suppose a value that is not divisible, suppose I divide with the 9. Okay, so when I press 9, you can see the answer is 97. Result is 7, because when 9 6 are 54, so it is 54.5. 6.5. so if the value is 6.5, it will round off and give the result 7. If the after dividing the result is below the 0.5, then it will give the lower number, like suppose it is 6.3, so it will give the result 6. Okay, so if you want this accurate number in point, then you cannot use this integer address, then you have to use the floating address, that is F8. Okay, one more thing, if you divide a value with a 0, what will happen? Anything divided by 0 is infinity. Okay, so you cannot get the result infinity over here because there is some limit of this integer value n72. It can only show a maximum value of 32767 because that is the limit that we can add on this value. So see, if I divide it with the 0, it will give the result 32767, but this result is not the true, it's not the correct. So PLC, you can see PLC went to fault. So PLC is showing the fault that this is not correct. So what you have to do, suppose if you get a fault in your program like this, then you have to just go here, clear fault. Okay, go offline. So now you know what is the fault, that you cannot divide it with the 0. So I will take go to compare. I will take a not equal to block over here, so that this value could not be 0. Okay, so this means this program will work only when n71 is not equal to 0, otherwise it will not work. So this is the input. When I press this, you can see 0 divided by 0 is also 0, so it's not working. So I put 20 over here, see, it's not working. If I put 5 over here, you will get the result. So you can see this is how this division works. Okay, so this is the instruction, divide instruction in the PLC. So next instruction is SQR, that is square root. Okay, so you want to find some square root of some value, you can use this instruction. Okay, let's go offline. Just take this SQR N70 is source, and again the destination is different, that is N71. This instruction simply gives the square root of the value, but it will not give in the point in decimals, so it will give the integer value because we are using the integer address over here. So suppose we start with that address, we know with the value, we know the square root. Suppose 100, we know the square root of 100 is 10, so we can get the result, see, 10. Now suppose it is 400, it is 20, it is 36, it is 6, 49, it is 7. Suppose it is 3, square root of 3 is 1.732, so it should show 2 because it is more than 1.5. For square root of 2 is 1.414, it will show 1 because it is less than 1.5. So this is how square root instruction works. And the next is negate instruction. This is NEG, negate instruction. So I'll just put NEG over here. When you put some value, any value, it will just change the sign of the value. Suppose it is 65, so it will get the result minus 65. If you put a minus in this source, minus 95, you get the positive 95. It is just to change the sign of the value. So suppose you want to do some calculations with some formula where you need the result to be negative, or you want to use that negative part, and you can use this instruction over there. So we have done the instructions add, subtract, multiply, divide, square root and negate in this session, and we will do some more instructions in the next session. So till then, keep practicing, keep learning. Thank you very much.
Hello viewers, if any one of you is interested in taking online or offline training, you can contact me on the number given on screen. You can call me or you can send me a WhatsApp message. Also you can check my number in description of video. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please subscribe this channel. Also hit the bell icon for latest updates. Please give this video thumbs up and do share it with your friends. Also please comment below how do you like this video. If you have any questions, please comment below. I will definitely answer your questions. Thank you very much.